Hey y'all, so I am looking to get out of the house today. It is a cool 85 degrees. It has been so nice compared to the 105 plus that we've been having. Tommy's busy doing some things today, and so I thought that I would get out of the house and go thrifting. Don't have much to do in the yard since the front got ripped out yesterday, and I really am not going to be doing much to the back because the same thing is going to happen to the back as far as removing a lot of plants. So it doesn't really make sense to work in the garden even though the weather is nice. So I will be going thrifting. So I guess let's go. All right, just got to the first stop. It's Goodwill. It's the trusty location that I love so much. So let's go inside and get a cart. Oh, bummer, it's broken. I was so bummed that this was broken. This was such a great studio pottery piece. I spotted this from about a mile away. I had a feeling it was Waterford, obviously very dirty, but when I held it up, I could see the Waterford mark. Great print and well framed, but I just really have no need for it. I always look in the book section at Goodwill. I always find great, some vintage, some new, home design books, as well as gardening books. So I usually do pretty well here in the glass section of Goodwill. I usually find some pretty decent mugs as well as some great wine glasses, but honestly today was just kind of a bust in this aisle, which was pretty disappointing. All right, y'all, so I just got done thrifting and I'm getting ready to get everything out of my car. I am going to show you the haul, what I got. It was most definitely a blue and white day at Goodwill. I only ended up hitting one Goodwill. I spent about 2 hours there, found some good stuff, found some personal stuff, found some stuff to resale. So let's just go ahead and I will get it taken down to the basement and try to get it somewhat organized, and then I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I've got everything laid out. I haven't washed everything yet. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I just didn't feel like doing it before this video. So I'll show you what I got. Most everything is going to go for sale. And I don't know if I will lump it into the first sale that I have, just because I've already kind of done a preview on Instagram at Sid Sells Vintage. And so I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably, as I get groups of things, I'll probably break them up into individual sales. That way, every preview video that I do on YouTube will be kind of its own sale, if that makes sense. So let me just turn around and I'll show you what I got today. Okay, so these are the first couple things that I got. This friction book is for myself. I love oysters, and you don't see very many oyster recipe books, so I thought that this was fun. This will be going for sale. However, I might be using some of the recipes first. As I mentioned earlier, it was blue and white day at Goodwill. Such great blue and white pieces. And these blue and white pieces are really old. I need to do some research on them to figure out how much they're worth, but this is kind of an oversized teacup and it would be perfect for a latte. You can see it's quite large. I'm not sure. Actually, let me just get my measuring tape really quick. All right, so it looks like it is roughly 4.5 inches wide. So pretty large for a teacup, but would be a stunning latte cup. It's got some very pretty details on the inside. Again, I haven't cleaned any of this, so some of it is relatively dirty. Has some details on the handle, just very pretty. Another thing, more blue and white. I thought that the border on this plate was very pretty. And it does have a small chip on the back. You know, I'm not one of those people that cares too much about chips as long as it's not affecting the usability of the plate. You can see it there. So a slight chip, but most of this older stuff is going to have some sort of chips or dents and dings, but it's not cracked. And then let's move on to this. So this is interesting, and I also need to do some research. So again, a teacup, blue and white. I loved the flower motif on it. This is the brand, and then it is also numbered. Definitely looks hand painted to me. And this is a much more standard size teacup. It also comes with the saucer that has a beautiful flower motif. Again, same brand and also numbered. I never take it as a bad thing when things are numbered. So I picked that up. And then these are really great too. So I got a set of these. So these are old. You can see kind of in the, they're definitely hand painted, I believe, and you can see the imperfections in the plate itself. Some of these plates like aren't even like quite level on the surface, but I thought that they were pretty regardless. Here is what they say on the back. Again, I don't know much about you know, antique blue and white pottery, but these seem to be relatively old to me. And then here's some like saucers. Again, the same motif on the front. I liked the flowers and I liked that they were old. Oops. I'm gonna break something before I'm able to sell everything. There were 3 of each. And you can kind of see here, like you could see that the plate isn't perfectly level. This one has a small chip on it, but again, no cracks. And then this is a porcelain plate, again, blue and white. I mean, someone just offloaded a ton of blue and white pottery, and this wasn't all of it, but this is just what I picked up. It is porcelain. I did look this one up while I was at Goodwill. I look almost everything up at Goodwill, and stuff like this that's newer is a little bit easier to find. I always use Google Image to find similar things or the exact things that I'm picking up at Goodwill, but things like this that are really old, Google Image really kind of struggles to come up with exact matches. So this one was, you know, fairly valuable considering what I paid for it at Goodwill. And then this is a Waterford crystal cut vase. You can see, again, super dirty, but you can see the Waterford logo right there. And then the last thing that I picked up was this copper pot. Let me see if I can get this to focus. Can you see it? There we go. So made in Sweden, maybe a small fondue pot. I'm not really sure, but I like copper, so I picked it up. So that is going to be all that I have for today. It was a pretty decent thrift haul considering I only went to one Goodwill today. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.